You know what's terrifying? The sun could disappear, and Earth wouldn't notice for 8 minutes. But here's the strange part. Some things we could replace it with are even worse than death itself. Imagine waking up and the sky looks wrong. Not darker, not brighter, just unnatural. Because the object above your head is no longer a star. It's a cosmic monster. And the scary part? Some of these objects already exist in our universe right now. A red giant would be the first nightmare. At first, the sky turns orange. Beautiful, almost cinematic. Then everything starts cooking. The oceans begin to steam. Cities melt under waves of heat. The atmosphere ignites like a furnace. And that's when things changed. Earth wouldn't just burn. It would literally be swallowed whole. A red giant can grow hundreds of times larger than our sun. Big enough to consume Mercury, Venus, and us. You wouldn't even have time to panic. The crust beneath your feet would liquefy. The oceans vanish into vapor. And Earth disappears inside a giant ball of fire. But that's not even the craziest part. Mars would briefly look alive again. Ice caps melting. Steam clouds forming. For a few moments, the dead planet almost comes back to life. Then radiation strips everything away. The surface melts into glowing glass. And Mars dies a second death. But here's where it gets weird. A red dwarf star might actually keep humanity alive for a little while. The sun shrinks. The sky dims into permanent sunset. A tiny reddish that hangs overhead. At first, people celebrate. No more heat waves. No blinding sunlight. Then the cold arrives. Within days, crops fail. Within weeks, oceans freeze at the edges. Within months, entire countries disappear under snow and ice. And this is where it gets terrifying. Plants stop photosynthesis. No oxygen production. No food chain. No survival. Earth slowly becomes a frozen tomb drifting through darkness. But at least you'd still have time to escape. Maybe. Then came the blue star. And suddenly, freezing sounded merciful. Because blue stars don't kill slowly. They erase planets. The moment it appears, daylight becomes violent. The sky glows electric blue-white. Shadows sharpen like blades. Looking at the sky for even a second could permanently blind you. But here's the strange part. The heat wouldn't be the first thing to kill you. Radiation would. Your skin burns instantly. Electronics fail. The atmosphere begins absorbing impossible amounts of ultraviolet energy. And then Earth starts glowing. Not metaphorically, literally glowing from heat. Oceans boil into space. Steel softens. Mountains begin to melt. And that's when things changed. The ground beneath you becomes liquid. Imagine entire cities sinking into molten rock while the sky burns brighter every second. A blue star can release hundreds of thousands of times more energy than our sun, meaning Earth wouldn't just become unlivable. It would become an oven. But somehow it still gets worse. Because next comes the neutron star. A dead star so dense that a spoonful weighs more than a mountain. And when the sun transforms into one, the sky instantly goes black. No sunrise. No moonlight. No warmth. Just endless night. At first, people think power grids failed. Then stars begin appearing in broad daylight. And humanity realizes something impossible has happened. The sun is gone. But here's where it gets weird. The neutron star is still there. Invisible. Silent. Until it starts firing radiation across the planet like a lighthouse from hell. Massive energy pulses sweep across Earth. Satellites fail. Skin burns under invisible waves. Entire communication systems collapse. And while humanity freezes from the cold, it also dies from radiation poisoning at the exact same time. Earth would freeze and fry together. But that's still not the scariest object in the universe. Because neutron stars have a far more violent cousin, the magnetar. And this thing doesn't just kill life. It destroys reality around it. A magnetar sounds fictional until you realize they actually exist. These objects are so powerful their magnetic fields could rip atoms apart from thousands of kilometers away. And if our sun suddenly became one, human civilization ends almost instantly. Not from heat, not from explosions, from invisible force. Every satellite dies. Power grids collapse worldwide. Phones, internet, navigation, gone in seconds. But here's the terrifying part. You wouldn't even see the thing killing you. The sky would be pitch black. No sun, no light. Only massive auroras spreading across Earth like glowing wounds in the atmosphere. Beautiful and deadly. Radiation floods the planet. The magnetic field protecting Earth begins collapsing. And that's when things changed. The atmosphere itself starts slipping away into space. Humanity becomes exposed directly to cosmic radiation. Skin burns. DNA breaks apart. The planet turns toxic. But somehow, there's still one object worse than this. The black hole. The moment people hear black hole, they imagine Earth getting sucked in instantly. But that's not what would happen. And this is where it gets weird. If the sun became a black hole with the same mass, Earth would keep orbiting normally. That's right. We wouldn't get swallowed. At first, the real horror is what comes next. The sky becomes completely empty. A hole where the sun used to be. No sunrise ever again. Only distant stars warped into glowing circles around pure darkness. An Einstein ring. A cosmic illusion created by gravity bending light itself. Beautiful enough to stop you breathing. Deadly enough to end the planet forever. Over years, Earth freezes solid. The oceans become stone-like slabs of ice. Temperatures fall hundreds of degrees below zero. Eventually, even the air freezes, and humanity disappears in silence. But maybe the creepiest part of all, every object you just saw is real. Some are already drifting through our galaxy right now, waiting in the dark. And somewhere out there, one of them could already be looking back at us.